All right, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's get to it. How's everyone doing today? Quick shout out. Welcome back for the week. A lot to get to. Obviously, the crypto is looking better. So, a lot of people got the books. Great to see. Definitely appreciate the confirmations and reposting on Twitter or whatever. Take a shot if you get the book. Appreciate that. We sent out a couple dozen, so I'll give away three right now to the first three people. If you want a book, please let some other people win. So let's go. AA Ron, I think you got a three, volume three. Who Let the Bulls Out? And then Angel 739. I know you guys, the other people, you won last week. So I'm going to pass over. If I pass over you today, it's because you got something already. So let's get some new people, get them some new books. I'll give a gold membership away. I didn't give one away. Tomorrow I'll give a few more books away, and then we will do another annual software. So we're only going to give one away on Friday. And anybody that had any issue, whatever, with last week, you need to contact me directly. Send me your full name, mailing address, confirm that. You have to email that to me, harmonictrader@gmail.com. Very funny how many people did respond, and I appreciate it, but sent no information, so no name, whatever. Please, I can't do anything for you unless I get your contact information. The people that won the software, please go ahead and download the programs. And then I've a few of you, two of you I talked to. Definitely connect with me to get all that fulfilled. Great. So coming back on a Monday, and what's going on, right? Looks like we made a major low on the 21st. We basically tore Bitcoin apart, saying the whole make or break is that C point, and Bitcoin is off, in a very nice way off of this hole, if you will, in much the same way it was June and July. Let's go to that Bitcoin. Yeah, on the hourly, we had a few things down there, of course, on the retest. Basically saying that washout has to be it. And then Thursday really kind of started to perk up. And I said this on Thursday, we do not need to really do much. We could go to a 5-0 off the shark. So, quick comment. Yes, of course, we respond to emails, and you need to check your spam folder because I know I responded to your email as well. So, a lot of people got books. If you didn't get an email response, please check your spam folder or resend and be patient. I don't think waiting a day or two is too much to ask. Got it? Thanks. Bitcoin on a daily, folks. The other thing about this is that we're coming off of, let's quick connect dots. This is the shark. The magnet is on. Take off the magnet, but still 886 up to 50. So we're there, but check this out. Let's do it this way. Something I brought up on Thursday that we see frequently. A little mini ABCD up into that 50 area. So it's kind of like that. It can be a little stretched out. I say 56. We go to the 50. It's the thing about a lot of the structures, folks, and especially the way that I look at them once they have developed, is that it is the framework you're shooting for that 50 as a minimum. So there's still plenty of room to shoot that gap. And that was our really what we're getting to Tuesday, Thursday, once this really stabilized. It looked like garbage a week or so ago because there was no response. We did trigger some oversold readings finally, and then got a couple of individual signals that we needed. Again, the whole thing about Bitcoin is that it doesn't need to do much for the other altcoins to run. And that's where a lot of the action has been. But Bitcoin, bang, let's do it something 56. Little Santa Claus 1618 off the last swing. That's good by me. Thanks, Michael. Michael Parker. Hope you had a great holiday too, and great New Year. And to everybody else, absolutely. All right, Mr. Prosper, you want a book? You get a book. You have to email me. Full name, address. And Miss Beth, you didn't get a book? All right, email me, please. Tell me which book you want too. All right, so far that's 5. That's 5 books. I'll give a couple more away. We're going to give the gold membership away in a minute. And then we'll give away the software towards the end. But this is where we are from a structural perspective, folks. And at least it didn't roll over, fail, and then things go crypto winner. I really do think structurally everything is there that you want to see from a reactive standpoint, where we could go up to the 50618 level and then grind higher. Or do a B point here and then come down and start to scoop up again. Hey, as long as this is the whole thing. Your September lows have to hold. I think your June, July lows are kind of have to be forever lows. If we're going to do this on Bitcoin, remember those two beautiful patterns? Those are auto-generated weekly bullish bat patterns. That set the whole thing off. And one quick comment that a lot of people are now software members and have gotten with the trading view or the package, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But the critical aspect of what we're doing with crypto is really trying to measure the trading behavior from a harmonic pattern perspective, and there's a lot of different ways you can look. However it works for you. For what we do, the framework of harmonic patterns been super reliable in all S coins, major markets, total crypto cap. And one of the things that I'm considering, if I was bearish longer term, I would want my software to spit out a bearish pattern like it did on the bullish side before all of this really started. And something to think about, I encourage everyone to get with harmonictrader.com, get with the basic membership. Everyone can try this software for free. And again, why? Well, if you're into harmonic patterns, if you've come this far, you're going to, see it in the software. And that's what we're trying to do, develop that edge. Know when we have something that's an opportunity with on a retracement or some type of pattern where it's a reaction versus reversal. Those are critical. That's going to make all the difference in the world from understanding what any opportunity will do. Bitcoin on the 4-hour as well. Before we proceeded this, we did have this kind of mini ABCD that was kicked out. So a couple of things behind here where, okay, it's the 27th of December. Remember, first we start off the year next year a week from today, right off the bat. Where are we by next Friday? So that's kind of the thought. We're in this window, another 8 or 9 trading sessions that should be really interesting, even getting into the second week of January. But, this is a great spot where crypto kind of hit the afterburners and really took off last year. Quick question. Greg is saying something about the higher time frames on the patterns. I think some of that is limitation with the Pine script. That's why I recommend going with the eSignal version, or NinjaTrader's got a bunch of crypto if you want to do comparative analysis. But the 4-hour time frame, I think, is sufficient. We're seeing a lot of daily stuff as well. Clearly, you're not going to get as many patterns on those longer term, but I think your hourly, your 4-hour have served us well. We'll look at a few examples. Yeah, there's one, someone just put up SNX, synthetics, definitely. Actually, there's a whole bunch that I posted earlier today on Twitter, and which now goes to the Discord. I'll pop those links, but let's take a quick look. Oh yeah, quick shout out. Thanks for posting. Someone received, I don't know who was that won 2 books last week. There you go. Was that you, Ziggy? Whoever that was, appreciate for posting. You do that, I'm very appreciative. You might even get another book if you do that. Here's SNX. Okay, just all time. Look at that. It's got a 618 at the B point. We're looking for an ABCD off the top. Those are minimums. With the 618 at the B point, yes, we would normally look at the 786, which is okay. Using the 886 as kind of a secondary tolerance. We loving this 886 full reset concept in the crypto. And not to mention you have type 1 on July to September, back down type 2. So longer term, I said this as well last week, many of these are in a much better situation than they were back in December. Secondary retest, indicator confirmation, you name it. The Discord group and all the information to connect with the community is on harmonictrader.com. Just go to harmonictrader.com, become a basic member. That is the easiest way for me to communicate it. And it's on there. I'll get to that link in a second. A couple more that I wanted to highlight. These were, here's another one. Engine Coin. We talked about that. That was a month ago. Okay, came up, back down, but it representative of a lot of the major hourly 4-hour time frames that have set up. A couple more of these, just so I can blow through quickly and get everyone up to date. Cardano, whoa, right? Cardano, here we go. What was Cardano? It was ugly, but it took about 10 days to go sideways at the 886, that swing 886. And I posted this back on the 22nd, bottomed out, and clear reaction territory. I think we highlighted this as well. What's the correct email address? harmonictrader@gmail.com is the best place to get me until that email address gets spammed out. But here is the, Cardano perpetual contract futures made a low on the 21st, folks. And the critical thing that we did see, we're seeing across the board. The bottom indicator, this is our amplified RSI. That's the proprietary RSI that we use. Yes, you can use standard RSI, the free indicator, even if you don't have my software, but we're getting earlier, more demonstrative signals with this. And the thing that I mentioned last week was the fact we're breaking out above the 50, and we're going from 50 to 70 pretty quickly. And that's where acceleration can occur with the reaction. Even just taking the minimum, accepting the minimum 382,618 area. If this is just a reaction on Cardano, it was still, and still is, a sizable segment. So with all of that going on, I do like just a lot of these, and then let's identify the ones that are still have yet to go. We've got a number of these that are really, I feel like, have space to run. Bitcoin drifts up to 56K. Perfect. We, again, don't need it to do much. Ethereum hasn't done much, but this is where seasonality and these other altcoins can go. Here's Storage Coin. Again, coming off of rather significant hourly, 4-hour, even daily patterns. Weekly retracements. And target 2 on storage, we're already, that was posted back on the 7th. And we took a couple of shots on this, and then remember, it was about a week or so ago, we had another confirmation. One of the things I want to talk about today, kind of concept things that I want to talk about today, just the simple fact of the process of harmonic patterns and how the identification, the execution, and even the management can be different time amounts, if you will. And we'll look at just what we should be thinking through each step. Here's Ethereum. Oh, go back to this one. Go to go back to Ethereum, because Ethereum never got down to the target 2. Let me go back to that. There it is. And came about 2/3 of the way and then exploded. So what do you do in those situations? Wait for the next pattern or major signal. Again, plenty of time on Ethereum, because take a look at Ethereum. All right, there's the 4-hour chart. Where's the pattern? One second. Oh, it's back here because the pattern completed back here. All right, here it is. This is the crab pattern. Off of that, what's that on Gemini Exchange? Multiple tests at that hop level, but we're just grinding up. Let me trace out the hop. So for Ethereum, no matter what, that 3760 level and these lows back on the 13th have to hold. I think there's no, these make or breaks on Ethereum, Bitcoin, just can't be violated. And let's just take a really conservative target, if you will. Where could this go off the hop? Maybe back to retest this ABCD. 45, 46. Or the larger ABC, some kind of run, maybe back to the 886. As long as we break out. So you're about to squeeze it. You're really about to challenge this whole downtrend, have this bullish crab pattern off the top, and the fact that, again, all right, it's stretched out. We've seen that be stretched out in a lot of instances, but it didn't fail where it really needed to. It held where it needed to hold, be held, and hold. It didn't fail. It looked like garbage, and it's still early in this whole the construction of that type 2. Now, yeah, someone's posting and talking about Cardano, which is, exemplifies what can happen in these thin markets. Cardano got overcooked down to the downside. There it is. So let's come back to that and we'll do an update. But that's the same type of thing where this is probably the model for the altcoins for the recovery, reaction, I would say, over the next 8-10 days, where a lot of the shark patterns we were talking about, the 886s, the 1618s, these B2C segments, a big thrust down, but get oversold and now stabilize and turn back up. Where let's just take reaction mindset and be super conservative and shoot this segment. If we get more, great. No matter how the graph fluctuates, you always have an excuse explanation. So your theory is not falsifiable. Obviously, you haven't spent much time here. That's hilarious. Comment from the peanut gallery. No offense, but if you're going to throw that out, that's probably, I've never seen you here before, and you probably don't have much experience with what harmonic patterns are truly about. Reaction reversal mindset, reaction after confirmation kind of a thing. Those simple strategies that, anyone that spends more than a podcast here, one live stream, gets it. So take a look at, the falsifiability of the last, I don't know, folks. let's just take the last month. So, troll alert. Troll alert. You can hang out though. No problem. Because I think something even like Cardano, where it's good someone says this, because everything that I've always done with the material, folks, is to be as conservative as possible in the measurements and understanding of reaction reversal dynamics. Um, Rarely you hear me call moon. And if I do, there's valid reasons for moon. I've been saying this is just reaction territory where nice seasonality, harmonic pattern dynamics, early stabilization in stuff like Cardano at major swing 886s, bat patterns. Once you understand, this has to react first. Clearly stabilize the 886, so we watched it closely. And then identified when that stabilization and that breakout materialized. We were down there at 120 right off the 886 there, and then full boat on the breakout 125, 130, whatever. 382 minimums. This stuff repeats over and over again. You guys can listen to me, or you can listen to somebody else, or you can. I think everyone ultimately needs to think for yourself, collect the information, make your own assessments. But I try to do it by example, and because if I wasn't doing it by example, or really doing it consistently, we would just be blowing smoke. So that's fine. I'm not here for uh, I'm not here for anybody but myself. So here we go. Okay, here's a TA story. So in 2005, I wanted to quit the business because I was quite frustrated with some things. And my good friend, Paul Desmond, who gave me probably the greatest accolade on the back of Volume 1, second edition. Paul Desmond is, won Market Technician of the Year award 2004. He ran the oldest technical analysis firm, Lowry's Reports. How he ever, accepted my friendship, but, it was like kind of fate that he and I became friends. And he and his founding partner, John Brooks, were really helpful to me early on. And these guys are two giants. John Brooks was a founding member of Market Technicians Association. And these guys knew that I was really into the technical analysis, and Paul understood what I was doing and actually took a lot of time to really learn what I was doing. Most of the other stuff he would probably think was garbage, but he absolutely was a real steward of technical analysis. And he took the time to get to know my material, even though he maybe didn't fully understand it. But we talked markets. We've had a number of interesting conversations before the 2007, 2008 bear market. Our methodologies were clicking major. We would see each other at conferences. I would go to his office and we would talk charts and whatever. But I one time went up there and I was like, I think I just want to kind of do it myself. And he says, well, why are you doing this? He's like, you do this for yourself. You do the work for yourself, nobody else. Because and that's what's going to keep you going. And I knew I'd always be doing the markets. I'd always be employed one way or another as my primary occupation with the markets. So that's what I say to everyone else that's pursuing this, that's involved with this. There's a whole bunch of people I've connected with in the past year. And I really absolutely just want to impart that, like, to really be committed to yourself, to think for yourself, to learn, follow what I'm doing, take a hard look at everything I've got, and go through before you even really get into it or put any money to this. But what we're looking at right now, you combine that with everyone knows about crypto and the current situations, this is where, quite frankly, rubber's got to hit the road or, you're wasting time. And this opportunity that is here, this is an opportunity for everyone that is willing to do the work. You don't like harmonic patterns, go find something else that works for you. You don't like my software, that's fine. But, you need to give it a fair shake, ultimately thinking for yourself. Take a hard look at what I've done and what other people are posting and doing here. And we talk about that. We had a great live stream last week with Mitch Ray. We talked about a lot of those realities. I talked about some things, life things, other things. But again, we're doing here for ourselves in a positive, selfish way. Okay? But if it doesn't work for you, please don't waste anyone's time. And we will, that's what I'm here for, is to outline this, to provide the tools to cut through the garbage that, unfortunately, yeah, there's a lot of harmonic pattern garbage. But that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing. Stuff like that we've been going through recently, again, I think Cardano is a great, let's update Cardano really quick. Here's your major 886 that we talked about just last week. No patterns, no ratios, no nothing. For a minimum move where, if you're smart enough to open up an account and put a little money, to do the work with a conservative mindset, then it's, how you frame out opportunities and how you look at levels where I'm not thinking moon, but I'm thinking this is the segment. We use the harmonic patterns, the targets, to optimize the decisions that are required. I have a robot. I'm working on that auto bot, and I'm hope to have something available by the end of the month. But as traders, I don't necessarily. No, I think, here's a random user comment. Is this suitable for a complete noob in the markets? I think any noob trader needs to understand framework, market analysis. If you want to look at Elliott wave or whatever, you have to have some clue of structural analysis. Whatever that methodology is, whatever ratio, whatever measurement one-to-one you want to use, folks, you need some kind of clue of where the market's been and where it possibly can go, all right, to maximize opportunities. Okay, we can connect dots, right? That's the M&W framework when inside of crypto, connecting dots as the starting point. Okay, that's the starting point. If we don't have that, we don't have anything we're considering. So we wait, we be patient. That is absolutely that's the trader side of things that are so critical. We talked a lot about that on Thursday night with Mitch Ray. Okay, the realistic trader part that of the work required, our ability to make decisions, think for ourselves, and learn from those opportunities. So really quick, before I go any further, probably should post this, especially with wanting to be clear about everything. Markets are up nicely today. Nasdaq's plus 225, S&P, up 50, Dow's up 230. Looks like markets, are going to get that nice little Santa Claus run and then see what we start the year next year. But with the crypto space, again, we got Cardano got absolutely annihilated, 60% down. 886 for the yearly swing with the bat pattern. These are opportunities you want to identify, understand what are the possibilities. That's extremely oversold. Then finally showed us some clear reversal individual behavior, and now again, that's shooting that gap. We identified that last week. And there's a lot of others. One or two more. Let's move it up. Algo is one of these hourly patterns we were posting. Just again, another one completely oversold. Big ABCD. Couple of ABCD, big ABCD, two crab patterns. All these hop levels, basically the 127 level. And then this thing really started to stabilize on the secondary test and then go. That's the type of thing where the larger harmonic patterns that have a reaction, come back for a retest, that's actually, that's not much different than standard technical analysis, but we differentiate with the M&W formations. How do we know that this is not a failure of this prior support point? Well, it's a little bit of a shakeout with a couple of patterns down there. That's what that ended up being. Get a little perspective. All these guys say if in doubt, zoom out. Well, there you go. Algo, massive flush out with the crash low. Okay, breakout, pattern support behind it. Now, where do you go? 886, 618. I think stuff like that is not unreasonable with clear behavior like that. Mods, keep your eyes out, please. You know who I'm saying. A couple more. Look, plenty of time. Okay, that's the thing I want everyone to remember, that we've got this probably next 2 weeks. It's a heck of a lot better than the first few weeks of December. A lot of these got clocked, and then more of these are doing stuff like this. Okay, so here's BAT, Brave token. All right, we were looking at this back in July, big 886. This is where what BAT did. There's a number of coins that are pretty much where BAT was now. Where BAT was back in June, July, this stretched out, elongated stabilization. Then you go, and then BAT, talk about BAT, really. Again, look at the framework. X to A, B point at a 40, pretty low, so you're going to get an 886 on the top side. That's what we're looking at, the 886 level right there. Okay, we're not looking at 84. We're not looking at 72. It's like that. We're looking at 886. I just had it. 886. Oh, I got the magnet on. What's it doing there? What does it do at that level? Tell me. You know, it's that bar right there. So obviously reacting off of that bar. And again, it's not 82, it's not 93. And it's reaction, reversal. So minimum with that reaction done, we're going to come back, full retest. 886. That's what I'll keep my eye on. Bat breaks out there. Goodbye. You're in that type of situation. Yeah, I think we do. Quick, really quick. Let me do this. I think this is sticky. I don't know if I can get this. Something's up with this. Yeah, I know we need a disclaimer. I'm tired of disclaimers. We should be smart enough. But just because. Let's see if I can find it. Plenty of time, folks. That's the other thing to realize here. Okay, a lot of this stuff did bottom the 21st, right? Some of the better stuff, maybe a little earlier in the month. Yeah, there's a disclaimer. All right, good. Now, let's take a look at here's the other one, KNC. Okay, look at this. Retesting for a second time back down the July lows. And then on the, I think this is the 4-hour hourly. I go to the hourly. Down at around 120, 125. I don't think I've got the right feed. I got to go to the Binance, one of the larger feeds. There you go. So here's KNC. Again, I didn't have the right feed. Go stick with Binance or Coinbase. You see some of the issues. We talked about this, I think, last week around 125. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame. There it is. All right, great. So take a look. Big crab pattern right off the top, 1618. Just a throwdown correction. That's what this is. We did talk about that Thursday in a few other markets where it's been a nasty straight off the top haircut. But look at the stabilization. The 1618 is at 121. 1618, even in a reactive state, is a temporary sign. In this case, we actually stabilized. That's the thing I was talking about probably 10 days ago that needed more work. Especially off of that pattern, the way it fell into there was just a crash. Total collapse. But we broke out from the downtrend. Sideways. Isn't huge, but we're trying to break out. We have a little ABCD here. Okay. Not a problem. Maybe take more time, but I'm still looking for this to pop. Give me a target 1 to 165. Maybe something larger, 190. That's a wide gap. Let's stay conservative. 165. Currently 147. That's what we've seen across the board. If that's storage, the other one was Engine Coin I mentioned earlier. I think I showed you that on Twitter. There it is. This one's starting to. Okay, there's the 4-hour chart. Major crab pattern. Just be aware of that. Okay, that XA level. We see that frequently where eventual retest of that would not be surprising to see. Get that full type 2. Go to the hourly here. I think it was the hourly. No, there's something big on here. Engine coin was, there was just some big pattern. What was the big pattern on engine coin? Let me look. I know I had that. I'm involved with it, so I'm long a bunch of engine coin. The chart escapes me at the moment. Pretty sure I posted that in Discord too, separately. Oh yeah, here they are. So there was a couple of these real speculative coins. This is the engine coin chart. There you go. Oh, it's the Binance feed. I need the right data feed. But again, $3. I mean, just been stabilizing for a while, the whole month, and still there. Binance, not Binance US, just Binance, regular Binance. There it is. Okay. See, data feeds matter. Run multiple data feeds, but 209. We started talking about this earlier in the month, and that's okay. Yeah, that got the pop. I'm confusing this and storage coin. So far so good with that breakout. Is that a type 1? Because look, we go sideways for a while. Target 1 on this off the crab pattern, and that's really what we're looking at. Was, what's that? About 314. But this is, oh yeah, that's right. Look, tough to see this. There's the first reaction. And I know some other data feeds, this got to 311. This was a larger zone we were talking about in storage coin. And again, I think we were, storage coin was this. Let's go bring it back here. Yeah, let's look at the daily here on storage coin. That's, yep. So this was, I think we were looking at a couple things. Bat pattern. Bat pattern that I think we're looking for that to fail. And then came back to the all-time 618 off of that pattern. That's it. So like this. 618, yep. Then come back, let's retest. Let's retest or even 886 this. I think that's not too crazy of a thought. All right, really quick. Let's give away a gold membership. Okay? So 90-day gold membership. And I'm just going to choose the person. So let's say, I'm going to choose the person. Let's go Chef Rojo. Okay, 90 days, software, gold membership, Chef Rojo, you win. Send me an email, harmonictrader@gmail. Best way to do it, and then I'll respond, get you set up with everything. Absolutely. Couple quick comments, questions. Does the Santa Claus rally begin actually on the 27th? Today? Well, you're getting it. Santa Claus, whatever. I think we want to just continue to think reactions, reversals. We're doing major retests on S&P and Dow, and how are we retesting those? Look, some of these patterns that we've been looking at are about to fail. The bearish patterns, we had a bearish crab on the SPY for a reaction. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. really quick. I'll jump over to there. Let me go up to the SPY and take a look at these. Again, we were talking reaction. Here's the SPY, and that was a 4-hour time frame. All right, and we're back-to-back patterns. So yeah, we had a shark. It's been a while since we talked about this, but again, I think there's a crab there too. Again, maybe it was a different data feed, but we've been looking at this as a reaction. Especially, we talked about the year-end selling of just people are trying to get out of their positions, but still only reaction. Looks like we got that shark last week. Type 1 shark on the 21st has been just exploding ever since. But the December move that we were talking about, again, just off that resistance, had all the reactive qualities that we typically see. Hard, fast down, go to about a 618 retracement and stabilize and start to go. I mean, you tell me. You know, off of that last structure, come down to a 618. Basically, 618's there. And then go again. Okay, then we've talked about that just from a general framework. Really important to understand that that's how we look at retracements, extensions. We're letting the market come to us. Let the market have a retracement. Let it come back down. Let it get oversold. All right, you want to be you want to participate in the money printer. Okay, sure, but let's catch it on the pullbacks. Let the market get oversold and then do the next run. A couple of things we have with S&P that we haven't had on any of these recent peaks as well, that you would respect that strength, is HSI is making new highs here in the indicator. Amplified RSI making new highs. Okay, the last couple of last few weeks peaks. We do some kind of surge, breakout, and take out the prior high from November. Yeah, that's an ideal breakout continuation. What you want to see. Couple more. Appreciate that. Yeah, we can look at a couple more crypto S coins. Somebody wants to look at sushi. Gala. Yep. What's gold doing? Gold's up. Yeah, let's jump over there, folks. Let's get caught up. I mean, listen, we know the deal on gold too. What's gold doing? I will, before I jump to gold, let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin futures. We talked about this last week, and I want to highlight the fact that we are stabilizing. We're almost officially at the end of the Type 2. The Type 1, and about to do the Type 2 return. So we talked about this last week, why that was so important, why 44,292, 43, everything had to hold there. And because this is a reaction. A couple days later, we come back a lot better. All right. As I said on Thursday, if we're really bearish on Bitcoin from a harmonic perspective, we'd want to see the retest confirmation up on the secondary level of the secondary retest. Fail the resistance. So at a minimum, that gives us a gap to shoot on the futures. This is just the futures contract where we could go back and retest that. Clearly defined support resistance. Anything under target 2, yeah, you're out. That serves as your stop loss, make break area, however you want to call it. But this is in a heck of a different situation than it was 6-7 days ago. Absolutely. And it really is another point. Again, it's, I think, helpful to look at the futures contract on Bitcoin, Ethereum. Look at the grayscale stuff. Look at multiple Bitcoin feeds because there's no central feed, so you're going to get slightly different reads. All in all, I think we're pretty clear. 43, 42,000. It's still the make or break. You cannot violate this level. You need to see the progress for Bitcoin move up. Doesn't have to go hard, but we want to see, strong individual continuation bar over bar. And the other thing about the futures here that is an important individual aspect of the last couple of hours or couple of bar sessions. Simple fact that we've taken out this consolidation range. One of the things I like to say is you have to get above like a prior 3-bar range. Show me something. Yeah, that's what I was saying last week. Show me a 3-bar breakout. There is an aggregate feed on TradingView, and thanks Alec, I recommend looking at that too. The futures I think is good for maybe a little bit longer term or even trend assessment. So let's, we'll keep looking at Bitcoin. I think everyone and their mom is looking at this back gap fill at 53.6. Not everyone is looking at harmonic patterns. They're looking at the ratios. A lot of people are looking at moving averages and gap and individual bars. I see a lot of moving average work, individual price work of candlesticks. I think everyone's looking for the futures to fill the gap. Pretty common TA charting concept that most people will look as a minimum level, and that could happen clearly by Friday. Let's get in a couple more. Okay, yeah, let's go. Before I get to, before I jump off the crypto, I'll come back to the gold situation, and we'll give away that software. We're going to go another, 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to get out of here, but I will give away the software at the end, so hang on in. Let's go really quick. There was a few that I didn't capture. Someone was looking at Qcoin, blocks. I'll look at that blocks because I think that thing is interesting. What is that? Roblox? That's on Binance, right? What is the symbol for Roblox? Was that BLOK, I think? Yeah. Yeah. No. Blocktopia. Someone was saying about, what's this BLOK? What's Roblox? What's that symbol? I think I've got these two confused. Blocktopia. Yeah. Big M formation on that one. I'll keep an eye on this. This one's not quite ready, but interesting, right? I think we all can agree there's X, R blocks. I'll look at that. But there's X, A, B, kind of deep. Not really what you want to see. Maybe A, B, C, D like that off the top. Just keep an eye on that one. But that's the M formation. And again, I'm willing to let that go. Let's say that explodes. Well, I miss it. I'd rather look down here at the 886. 886 is a little bit lower even. 2 cents is 6 cents. Not there. Probably better on a 4-hour. Maybe it's just retesting that. Yeah, I don't really have much here. So again, I can't apply my framework. Blocktopia, no. But let's look at Roblox. What is it, the stock? Yeah, it's the stock. Well, that one's beautiful. Look at that. You got a whole bunch of things here. You could connect the dots on that one, say 5.0 to 618. There you go. Not in the best position that you really want, but it does have all the conditions for, yeah, this is a little overextended. What's that go to a 224? Yeah, 224. That's a bit extreme for this to be a 5.0, but generally that kind of extreme pullback, I would look at a 618. Where's the 618 on this? Right there. 618.95. I think a lot of those type of stocks we mentioned last week, look, Riot, blockchain, and other kind of metaverse, blockchain, they're there. 2 of 2. Remember last week we said this. A lot of these were in a much better situation because of this secondary retest. Let the software find the pattern. Generally, reaction, zoink. Come on, zoink. I don't know what's going on. There you go. Then talked about this at the hop last week. Bybit was the other one. And I'll go target too. How about that? The other one, okay, that I mentioned last week that's still early development. Bybit, 4 hour. Bit Digital. That's what it is. Oh, this is a weekly, by the way. Sorry, there it is. So get it on the radar. XA retracements at 408. It's at 7. Keep an eye on that one. A few of these, Mara was the other one for in terms of blockchain. And then you could kind of jump back to metaverse style crypto as well, because you had major reversal stabilization last week in Mana and Sand. Really quick, there's Mara. Weekly, take a look at Mara. Okay. Come up, big thrust. Right back, 50618, right? Follow it again, big thrust up to a 1618. 1618 is the definition of oversold from a harmonic perspective, folks. That's the way I look at it. As soon as I thought of it, you know, in terms of my trading of like shifting my, for me, in the way I shifted my behavior, that if I was in a market that was at a major 1618, if it was daily or 5-minute, it's temporarily oversold. I would expect some kind of 382 reaction. That's just the stair step of the market, but from a harmonic perspective, that's how we think about it. So if I'm overbought at a 1618 and it doesn't continue, then I get aggressive on my management. We talked about that last week. Again, you come back, take a look at last thing with Mara. Okay, when it gets down here at these levels, 618 level, that's where even the strongest of trends should be. You would go through a major 618. There's the major 618 on Mara is there at 30. Recent low is 32. But that can do a 618 and then still do another thrust. Bang, go higher. That's why it's difficult to see this without experience, without going through it. Let's jump back to crypto, because here's a perfect example. Luna, right? My goodness, right? Luna was 450. 450, folks. Hit 100 this weekend. Now, I'm still sidelines on this because we're there with a deep crab. Where's the deep crab? Oh, I don't have all of the M and Ws. So here's the thing with TradingView or Harmonic Pattern Collection. Once you get the trial activated, folks, you go to the invite only scripts. If it's not there, you haven't been activated, but you know, give me a day at maximum. Usually we get it turned around right around, but you have to add multiple modules. So for each ABCD and M and W, you want 3 of each: small, regular, and large. That's how you're going to get all of the patterns, as many as possible. We had to write the script this way to maximize the algo identification parameters. So let me go here. This MW small. You go then into the settings and make sure that this is set small, medium, large, and then you can add all the patterns, whatever you want to do. I didn't have to, I only had 4 of the 6. So Luna is, there it is. So Luna is a deep crab I've been talking about, up at around the hop level around 93. Yeah, it went through there. We looked at this, that it was on 86. And I said, okay, maybe 93. Again, it might be a little bit higher depending on your data feed. Let me go there. Yeah. Yeah, 93 and change. And now we have another smaller little ABCD. Okay, that gives me a bit more evidence that this not going to be huge, but maybe you consolidate. Maybe you go sideways. And I posted this, and last week I was saying, all right, come to the hop and go to target 1. And if you wanted to explode and want Luna to really make the move, it would be off of that after that reaction and then go retest. That's how we look at that over and over again. So there was no opportunity for us, still is no opportunity on the long side until we do give me a pullback. Luna's on the radar, and we identified Luna weeks ago back in, what actually, this was something we posted in early December and in November. It was somewhere around, what was it, 40? I think it was this pattern. I'd have to go to my Twitter. But we were looking at Luna at $40. Yeah, so time to, call the troll remover. Thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah, I just don't have time for it. So while I'm removing, who wants to win a 1-year software? So anyone that wants to be considered to win for a 1-year software, I will choose someone. Just type in harmonic pattern. I'm going to give everybody a minute. This is to win a 1-year subscription. You got to type harmonic pattern, please. Harmonic pattern. Harmonic pattern. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Give you 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to choose. All right, 2 people. I'm going to choose 2 people. Yep. And you can get a 1-year subscription, folks. 1-year subscription to TradingView or eSignal or anyone, but you got to type in harmonic pattern. All right, 10 more seconds. Haha, funny. Ready? Stop. Done. Okay, now let's go. Doesn't matter. I like when people, you can screw around. I don't care. You just don't win. You can make a smart ass comment, but do you expect me to choose you? I don't think so. Okay, we're done now. Thank you for typing in harmonic pattern. This is the spot for harmonic patterns. That's what I do. I like to talk about technicals, but I like to focus on harmonic patterns exclusively for the work, for what I really, in terms of how I line up the markets every day. Again, go to harmonictrader.com, and I'm going to point everyone to where to go. So if you want a book or you want anything, gold membership, whatever, you need to start at harmonictrader.com and go register. So let me go through here, and I'm going to choose a couple people. So first one I look at, all right, bang. First person to win a 1-year harmonic pattern collection for TradingView is Bandman Dan. Bandman Dan. You win it. 1 year. All right. Now, if you have TradingView currently and you'd like to try one of the HPC Pro versions, you can. All right, you guys got me. So here we go. I'm going to choose one more. We're going to give away 2 Harmonic Pattern Collection 1-year annual subscriptions. So let me choose for anyone that you typed harmonic pattern. All right. Let's take a look. Take a look. Let's go all the way down. Let's go. BW Trader. You win the second one. And because you know me, folks, I'm going to give 3 away. 3 is a very good number, by the way. 3 is a great number. So let's go 3. One more person. And then don't leave yet, because anybody that typed harmonic pattern, I'm going to start throwing out books left and right. Let's have some fun. One more annual license goes to let's go to here we go. Ricardo Lestre, harmonic pattern. All right, you win 1 year. That's 3, folks. So, all right, how about a couple books? If you already got volume 2 or volume 3, I'll send volume 2. But here's the other thing that I will do is actually I found some volume 1s. So if you want some volume 1s, I'll send that. So, okay, anybody that lives in Florida, I can get along with, right? Agent Adam sells Florida. Email me, harmonictrader@gmail. You win a book. Johnny D. Is that D, Johnny D? Harmonic pattern. All right, send me your email. Email me your mailing address, full name. We'll send you a book, what book you want. Let's give a couple more away, a couple more books, okay? I'm just going through everyone that's scrolled harmonic pattern. All right, Mr. Lodak. I think you wanted 3, volume 3 before. Wasn't that Cyber Monday? If you got volume 3, I'll send you volume 2. Couple more. Warbot 0, cool name. You win a book. Couple more. Bub Bob. You won a 3. How about getting a volume 2? Volume 2 is really, a complimentary book for confirmation strategies. If you're not aware of RSI and what we use with the patterns, please check it out. Also, folks, before I give away a few more books, go to the basic members page here on harmonictrader.com. And if you don't win a book today, you can download the PDF for free. And you can watch all the videos. Something I want to look at quickly today is in volume 3, but volume 2, volume 3, great compliments. A lot of really sound material in there that I use every day for identifying opportunities, confirmation, and looking at targets. Today I want to look at volume 3 and just show that. Click on the link. Once you become a basic member, access all those books and download them. All right, let's give away a couple more books. Let's give. All right, so here's a special book. So a couple people who did win last week requested a volume one. I'm happy to say that I found some volume ones. I'm going to be shipping them out. So I'm going to give away a couple volume ones. So let's go with, let me see here, 83 Madden. Persistence pays, my friend. A volume one will go to you. Josh Ruiz, volume one. But you got to email me. And one or two more. Let's do another one. Wow, you guys, a lot of harmonic patterns here. Okay. A couple more. How about VEO? VEO? I think you're new to the group. Volume 1 would be good for you. Volume 1 is all the basic patterns. Just give you a quick look at that right here. This is Volume 1. So I'll send you one. So those are the ones I can do. I did about 4 that I'll send out. And then towards the end, I'll give away a couple more Volume 3s. This is Volume 3, folks, and this is something that I released about 5-6 years ago. And what I want to talk about today, really important in the kind of perspective of how to be looking at measurements, identifying the zones, and then how to react beyond the zone. You know, how should we be thinking of just how do these play out? You know, we've got patterns here. We, do all of the measurements, but really it's a process. And so in the Volume 3 book, I outline a way to consider how to kind of walk through all of these patterns and the zones and, even the reaction reversal material. Like, how do we know? And let me go to, where's the time interval here? Oh, it's towards the beginning. So this is referencing Volume 3. Here we go. Okay, good. So think of it this way. Any methodology, you're going through these 3 steps to identify, execute, and manage. And at each step, you need variables. You need elements. What constitutes an opportunity? What are the signals that are going to make me want to jump into it? Because, how do I execute something really depends on how much we're willing to risk, how much drawdown you go through, and then the trade management is really important of the objective defined in advance. Now, the way that I break these down, all patterns, again, this is pretty basic framework kind of ideology of understanding that each of these phases we're going to be analyzing patterns and the variables that constitute what that structural opportunity is. Our ability to respond to that set of conditions is going to be a smaller window than, say, the development phase, and then the management of that. Like, how are we going to know when something's going to give us a larger move, or are we active in the management, look for that secondary opportunity? Really important to walk through that because we see that currently with crypto, and the larger moves that are shaping up with a lot of the things we've been looking at have been unfolding in this way, where they had the major development of the pattern, and that took some time, but the execution or the ideal completion of the situation occurred in a really narrow range of time. I mean, let's go back quickly to Bitcoin. We had this window like this. Look at Bitcoin breaking out, folks. Ooh, this is good. This is good. 51,888. I like it. Boy, that's where you want to see this thing breaking out. Again, 56 is the 5-0 level. But the larger structure, the 4-hour time frame, or even the secondary test, or even just the full retest at 42 thousand happened real quickly. Then the larger management of the opportunity, where you really get going, had a kind of a delayed effect. So this is something where, as I said last week, plenty of time in a lot of these other S coins and Bitcoin. As long as we keep Bitcoin floating higher, that gives us a nice speculative environment for the next couple of weeks. Beyond that, okay, as a trader, I'm not considering anything else. So I absolutely, I'm seeing everything I want to see in this area. And again, we've had nice moves in Cardano. We've had nice moves in Algo, and then the storage or engine coin. Things are starting to move, and it's at this point where you can get acceleration. We get Bitcoin now above 52,000. Beautiful. Why? Because there's really nothing, even in the most conservative of outlooks, from a static resistance standpoint there. Okay, yeah, everyone's looking back to retest that prior high there. Back on the 8th, we break that out, which is, we're pushing it, even off of the low. And we connect the dots of this prior high. Forgetting everything else, just connect dots. X, A to B. There's B point at a 55. What's that give you? Bat potential. Like that. There's the 886. 58. And that's fine. Again, I'm being as conservative as possible, but as long as that trends up, you can expect a friendly altcoin S-coin environment. And I think that's probably the best way to take advantage of what's going on now. So a lot going on in these areas. We'll still get, look, Bitcoin has been vacillating for the last few days, but now, yeah, that's starting to get going. Oh, nice ABCD that just triggered too. What was that yesterday? Right off the top. So we're looking for the structures to come to us. That's the purpose. That's the starting point of all the patterns, folks. Again, it's been good. It's really been come together the way it needed to in the last 4 or 5 days, where you can feel a heck of a lot better. Why? Because look at stuff like Cardano, where once they put that low in, all right, that 120, 125. Look at the daily Cardano here. And this is probably the poster child for all of them. Having that bat pattern that we know this low is firmly entrenched. Go off of either one, but look, XA, B, C, there you go, B, C, D, 886. It's probably better even to go off the July low. Yep. From an extreme measured point, I mean, it was just spot on. 382 off the low, but I think even more so as a, kind of a barometer of the whole market, where, all right, Cardano being one of the top market cap movers, if you know that has to do a 382 move, that's 194. Or let's say 618. This is early reactive phase, bodes well, right? Yeah, James is saying Cardano's a stable coin now. That's fine. Look, I always want to be a trader in this market. I think a lot of people know much more about the technology and the players than me. I'm coming from this from a pure price action, trend, harmonic pattern standpoint to identify fantastic moves like that. Okay, 120 to 190 of a 382 minimum move is you know, that's a super sizable percentage basis opportunity, risk well defined. And as we said over a week ago, clear make or breaks were under these lows that you would be in big trouble on a failure. These 886s have held, giving you individual price bar, price action confirmation, as well as indicator confirmation. Do a 25-30% move up to test those targets. That's the way I'm looking at it, thinking about it. There's a quick question about the TradingView software. The TradingView link, all of your information is on the basic member page on harmonictrader.com. And please do not purchase until you try it. Take advantage of the free trial. We do that for a reason, and we allow you to try all the platforms. So I said this before. You could spend the better part of a month, 6 weeks trying all the platforms for free. I don't care. They're all here. NinjaTrader has a good crypto platform. MetaTrader 5 has the best access to the widest data for the MetaTrader platform. So try those for free first, please. Couple more, and I do want to look at some of the other traditional markets really quick before we get out of here, because I think we're in a larger move where it could catch a lot of people just sitting on their hands. There's a lot of people on the sides. This reaction's already starting to pop, and we see it, just see the follow through. Quickly, one or two more. I said I would talk about this gala. And again, this is another one where, depending on the data feed, it came out on Binance. There's Binance, okay, which is on Coinbase. It came out, looks different. I would just be focused on this from a minimum perspective, because a lot of people have asked me about gala, but still forming your XAB at a 50, coming back up, and that minimum bat pattern, you've got all the proper ratios and metrics where 886 retests. We will know that on the breakout. So this is the bat action magnet move, the BAM breakout with harmonic patterns, where you take out that B point, you shoot the gap above 62, you shoot to the 886. Quick question, will I be offering software subscription again after today? Yeah, we're going to do a giveaway Thursday's the New Year's Eve show, last show of the year. I'll give away a few more. But I recommend everyone that did win that you try the TradingView program first, because I think it really covers the crypto space the best, and you've got everything you need. I would upgrade to their basic subscription and get the data. That it gets you covered. If you need a total solution, start with TradingView. But the other ones are, I think, I run both HPC Pro versions. I'll run eSignal and NinjaTrader, MetaTrader, and then TradingView on other screens. But again, take advantage of those. The thing with Gala, I wanted to highlight this one that did pop up recently. Go back to, where was it? 4 hour? I had on Gala, I had this larger bat pattern down here. It's not popping up. And it was at the 42-cent mark. Where is it? Not sure. I don't know why that's not popping up, but again, I wanted to just highlight This is squeezed between 42 on the top side. We had pattern to pattern. I don't know where the bullish pattern is. This is the bearish pattern. These are your targets minimum for Gala to come back, retest that pattern at the hop around 64 cents. Right now you have fairly nice butterfly. So look at this. This is a good one to come back to maybe Thursday or tomorrow. This is on a 30-minute chart. Really nice confirmation. Pattern completion just occurred basically around 54.55. Looking for this to come back down to target 1. And then after the retracement, this is the larger opportunity for Gala to really take off. Do the reaction off the butterfly. I like that. It would be great if we had like a shark pattern or another bat pattern that comes back around 51 cents and then go. One of the things that's happening with the bearish patterns, folks, is you're getting a pause, especially when you have confirmation. So check out the first arrow. You have the sun icon. That's patterns completed. Then you have the arrow. That's your bearish HSI. We're reacting. You know, notice we hit the zone. We don't continue higher. This is where, okay, I'm going to look and keep this on my chart. I think this can do bigger things, but give me a pullback first. Do a reaction. I'll look down in this area, generally 50, and then do a larger move that explodes. Gala will do a SHIB move soon. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's a lot of these are, you know, setting up to just either break out. If it's really clear and they're already trending higher, a lot of them will do 1618s. I mean, that's an impressive chart right there. But take a look at simply the BAT framework, and I'm fine with that. That's a monster opportunity. We capture Gala on a pullback, like I was saying, with the daily time frame showing you a BAT pattern that serves your ultimate target, or at least your minimum of where this will go. Of okay, will it retest the 886 with that kind of construction of a W formation? Sure. That's how I would look at that. Does HSI have RSI in its DNA? That's a great question, Greg. I really think, you know, the HSI is a lot of the indicator work that I feature is based on Wells Wilder's standard RSI formula, and my entire volume 2 book focuses only on RSI. So you can use standard RSI in the same way that I outline it in volume 2. It just, you're not getting the same responsiveness. You're going to see a lot more in amplified RSI or with HSI combined than just simple RSI. But if you're going to draw patterns manually by hand, which you can do, I still say look at the RSI for the extremes. Mike's asking, what's the pricing for the annual subscriptions or the promotions in the annual? Thank you for that plug, Mike. The best place to go for all the information right now is go to Harmonic Trader and go to the blog. You'll find the 2 deals. Okay, last chance to upgrade for owner's licenses. The Black Friday special is the annual subscription, and that is 10% off, plus you get 13 months for 12, and you get 60 days of gold membership. That's a really good deal. So check that out. And my software partner is senior sr-analyst.com. All right, so 13 months and 60 days gold. check all of that out. Again, get the free trial. If you purchase TradingView and you do want to upgrade, okay, utilize the coupon. You'll get credit for the TradingView purchase, most of it, I think. Yeah, I think most of like 600 or 700 of it. But check that out. If you have any questions, contact me, folks. All right, one or two more. I want to wrap it up. Here is, where's the, sorry, let me go back to Ethereum really quick. All right, so here's Ethereum. There you go. The thing I wanted to show about Ethereum that we didn't have the pullback. We didn't have the full retest. I talked about this about a week ago. We drew it like that. And I said, okay, type 1 is over. And it is. It's over at that point right there. So did we miss anything, or what did we miss? I think this is a good one to kind of take a look at, because there's a number of things here that are give you the realist view of harmonic patterns. All right, that's the point where we talked about bailing on the trade. About 40.48. It's at 41.15. Yes, it's higher. But I would still want to see some type of pattern on an hourly or whatever, 30-minute or 4-hour, come back before I get into that again. And it looks like it did a lot, or it kind of maybe feels like you missed out on something. But because we were looking for this to come all the way back down and hit basically minimum retest at 37.88, I'm still okay with that. And this is something where being able to let go of the trade at that point, no matter what, is not easy. I mean, that could be challenging, where you think, oh, crypto is going to go crazy, and Ethereum, I want to be a part of that. I don't want to be out of Ethereum. But for me, I'm willing to let that go because of just applying the framework and understanding that reaction off of the crab, that was most of what I will get, knowing, within reason, really within the framework of the way that I apply that. And I will certainly have all eyes on Ethereum, waiting for the next pattern development. Like I said, if it's an hourly or 4-hour time frame or 30-minute, let me see something develop, and then I'll look to get back in on it. Yeah, we've had a couple. There's a 30-minute pattern, and you've had 1, 2, maybe we got a third one. The email for your books and for all of the information, harmonictrader@gmail, please. harmonictrader@gmail. Couple more that, oh yeah, I did mention GTC, and that was one to watch, and yeah, that's starting to move. It did a couple thrusts. These are some S coins that I talked about where, again, they did a thrust, they came up, came all the way back down, setting up again. Plenty of time on this stuff. Again, I'm just, even if you miss it, and this has been crazy, we talked about this last week. And this could be any of these. You see something go like that, okay, go insane, like Gitcoin did. And then it comes back to a 38.2% and cannot continue. Okay, from a larger perspective, you've got to manage that out. But this one came all the way back down. Again, if we're looking at full reset of 886, look at that. Now, I admittedly said last week, I don't know what that really is all about. I've been checking it out. Someone said, hey, don't take your eyes off this thing, and it didn't do much for a while, but it got on the radar, and keep it on the radar. Let's look for something to come back in here, but I think that is a great example of, a lot of these lesser known projects. They will give you the clues. They will give you the opportunities and the pullbacks. If you miss them the first time around, just have patience, monitor it. It might take weeks or months, but you'll get another shot. Definitely. Anybody that did not receive a book or you've emailed me, please jump on Discord. Send me a direct message. I'm still working through all of the messages. I did get through all the emails. And that's on basic members page, folks, or gold members page. Again, I got everyone's information, so I know that all the books did go out to everyone that emailed me. I did get 2 books that were returned, so that if you're international, that could happen. And I said that could happen, so we'd have to figure something else out. But if some way I didn't get to your email or you didn't hear back from me, get to me directly on the Discord. So there's the Discord right there. Join me there. I'm going to put that in the link, and I'll put that in the description. I'll update that into the YouTube description, but here it is in the chat, and connect with me there. That's the best place if you do not get to the email. So, folks, I really think it's a nice time here to be in the crypto space, and look for some pullbacks to continue to see these things retrace and go higher, retrace and go higher. That's what I want to look for. Gitcoin, I think Cardano showing that. Let's finish up there. That's one everyone should be looking at. Okay, good. Look at the 4-hour in Cardano. Beautiful crab pattern that just registered on 4-hour. Great. And this is the kind of thing I will look for on all of these. A lot of them have done this initial surge, some better than others. Okay. I'll look for Cardano. Come back. Give me a 382 pullback. We're at a 1618 here. Let's see, are we overbought? Yeah, we're overbought. HSI has not triggered yet. I'll watch for that. But again, the reaction first, and then if it's really going to bust out and do the larger move, we go for the reversal blowout back to the hop and beyond. This is a great kind of first step out of the zone. Look for that pullback. That's like a 10-cent pullback from current levels. Then we do that secondary move, and this is probably what I should get into tomorrow, is how do we fail? How do we fail? If we're going to get the larger move into early January, we do some nice consolidation. We start continuing to grind higher. So if we're going to bust through these patterns and trigger the higher time frames, what are the things we need to see on the failure? Because that's what I want to look for. What are those signs that show us this is not just a reaction? Really important to be mindful of that. We're early stages, plenty of time, folks. Again, there's a lot of bars between that low way back in July and then December 21, 6 days ago. We're 6 days into something that was, took the better part of 4 or 5 months to create. I'll still look for minimum reactive territory up to the 382. And until then, I will stay with that initial bullish reaction, which is what we have. So tomorrow we'll come back. I'll give away a few more books. I went crazy today. Thursday will be the longer day. And the thing with Bitcoin, I think, is probably the better of the two. If you're looking at Bitcoin or Ethereum, folks, just give us any close tonight. 51.5, certainly a close above 52, and you will look for that higher move. And again, maybe BAM, talk a little bit more about Bat Action Magnet move, the breakout move tomorrow. But everything we wanted to see has taken shape. I'll try to dish out a few more altcoins tomorrow, some new ideas, things to be looking at, because again, a lot of them got severely damaged in the last 3 months and now have a great opportunity to just snap right back. Appreciate it. Everyone else that has questions about this, again, like legitimate questions, go to harmonictrader.com, get with the books, take the time, get with the free trials. There's a reason why, because most of the people that apply themselves and get this, get the framework, even if you're doing some other methodology, okay, I think you're going to find lots of synergies that come together with all of this. So that's what I have for today. Let's close it out there. Tomorrow, 11:15, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll get more information. Get with Harmonic Pattern Collection. Go to harmonictrader.com. Tomorrow we'll get into gold, crude oil, some individual stocks as well. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow, and go get them.